Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, March 18th, 2016. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The small Caribbean island of Nevis has much to offer the discerning traveller. That is what Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley, has told British press and travel writers. Minister Brantley was in London this week promoting tourism in Nevis. While there, he took the opportunity to update the British press on Nevis's green energy thrust with geothermal, as well as exciting new offerings on the island, such as the Nevis Blues Festival in April, the Mango Festival in July, when two top UK celebrity chefs will be featured, and the recently opened ultra-luxurious Paradise Beach Resort. Minister Brantley and his team met with 18 journalists and travel writers on Tuesday in an intimate breakfast setting where they fielded questions about accommodation, airlift into the island and tourist activities on Nevis. The minister shared a stage with Greg Phillip, CEO of the Nevis Tourism Authority NTA, Jane Handsome of Sponge Marketing, Nevis's public relations and marketing firm in the United Kingdom, and Richard Pavitt of New Gene Records. Pavitt is one of the architects of the Nevis Blues Festival, now in its second year. In response to a question posed about ease of travel to Nevis, Minister Brantley said Nevis, like heaven, is difficult to get to but well worth the effort. The minister's delegation in London, which also comprised Julie Claxton of the NTA, was seeking to build greater awareness of the island of Nevis and its authentic tourism experience in the important British market. Windward Islands Airways International Winair has been designated by Minister of Aviation and Nevis's Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley, as a carrier for St. Kitts and Nevis, and the Nevis Tourism Authority is happy for that partnership. That is according to Chief Executive Officer Greg Phillip.
This partnership with Winair now bring Nevis's airport into a new realm of relevance. When you talk about traveling between Nevis and other places, we talk a lot about us here on Nevis making sure that we spend more time using our airport, that we look to use our airport first because it is there and it's more convenient. Well, with this now, what better choice do we have in many of the situations of travel? This is what we want, and we have it, and Winair has been searching for this type of relationship for a long time. Now, the Minister of Aviation has taken the step to make it possible, and we're glad for it. And we're going to ensure that we at Nevis tourism industry, and by extension the tourism industry on Nevis, really take the steps that are necessary to truly work with Winair as a partner and to grow the relationship to the point where it will be majorly successful.
According to Phillip, the partnership with Winair does not involve a minimum revenue guarantee.
Winair has come to the table, and with this new situation where they are designated airline for St. Kitts and Nevis, they've really come to the table as a true partner. A true partner meaning that, look, we are truly committed to what we're trying to do with you, and we're going to work with you. We're not saying we want to make money, obviously, but the money we make is going to come from the success of our flight rather than from a minimum revenue guarantee.
Meantime, in a recent sales and marketing meeting with the tourism stakeholders on Nevis, Winair's president and CEO, Michael Cleaver, noted that the airline is offering specials on flights to the island.
Right now, we're offering specials from our destinations into Nevis as low as $29 out of Antigua. We are looking at 3 flights a week, which will be new, Nevis, Antigua, St. Bart's, and reversing it, so you will have connectivity to St. Bart's this summer. And with the designation that we have been granted, we will be looking at new markets and seeing what makes sense, kind of fishing where the fish are, seeing what markets can be viable, which we can jointly do.
The new partnership also presents an opportunity for St. Kitts and Nevis to partner with other international airlines that have code share agreements with Winair. Intensive bilateral engagements were the primary objective for St. Kitts and Nevis's Minister of Foreign Affairs on Thursday as the Crans Montana Forum got underway. According to a release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Mark Brantley, along with his counterparts from Antigua and Barbuda and St. Lucia, spent the day in meetings with high-level Moroccan officials. These islands, along with Dominica and Grenada, entered into diplomatic relations with Morocco in February 2013, and they all signed a roadmap for the promotion of bilateral cooperation for the period 2013 to 2015. The roadmap, which was signed in 2013, agreed to dialogue in the areas of South-South cooperation, food security, energy, governance, environment and climate change, and the fight against terrorism, drugs and people trafficking, and illegal immigration. There were 16 courses of action agreed upon, which included the training of junior diplomats, development project support, higher education and vocational training, and training courses in health and agriculture. According to the release, at the meetings, the timeline for the signing of the new agreement for another 3 years was discussed, and this will be executed in the near future. Both Moroccan television and other international news agencies have engaged Minister Brantley as he makes a case for St. Kitts and Nevis and other small island states and to advance the South-South cooperation agenda. While it is referred to as relaxed diplomacy, there are high-level negotiations being carried out. Still to come, Dr. Timothy Harris among 4 Caribbean prime ministers who met with Taiwan president in Belize. The details after this break.
Talents, poise, passion. Standing before you is the lovely 15-year-old Belinda Clark, Miss Courage in this year's Miss CSS pageant. According to Jonathan Dunsky, courage is being willing to risk the pain of failure in order to achieve success. On April the 2nd, come on out and witness true bravery as myself and 3 other beautiful young ladies vie for the prestigious title Miss CSS. Miss it? Don't even think about it. Come on out as we will educate you, wow you, and give you a show that you will never forget. The late great Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Faith is taking the first step without seeing the entire staircase." Therefore, I am extremely honored, privileged, and ecstatic to be known and addressed as Miss Faith in this year's Miss CSS pageant. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Resca Herbert, informing you to stencil the 2nd of April on your calendars. As my teachers always say, note well, 8 p.m. sharp at the Cultural Complex. People, it will be awesome. Wait, let me correct myself. I'm in the struggle mad, so join me as I chill you with poise, talent, beauty, and creativity. Are you ready?
John Holmes coined the phrase, "There is no exercise better for the heart than lifting people up." It is against this backdrop that I, 14-year-old Atisha Pemberton, present you with my credentials as Miss Compassion for the most revered pageant, the CSS pageant. Get your outfits ready for April 2nd and be at the Cultural Complex by 8 p.m. There you will find 3 other beauties along with myself waiting to take you on a magical ride that is bound to satisfy your pageantry needs. Our aim is to present you with a night of talent, beauty, and class as we journey to the coveted crown of Miss CSS 2016. See you there.
Hi everyone, I am Zenzeli Kelly, representing Hope in this year's pageant. I am inviting you on the 2nd of April to witness myself along with 3 young ladies as we vie the title Miss CSS. Hopefully, I'll see you there at 8 p.m. sharp.
Welcome back. Teen mothers who are desirous of obtaining tertiary level education are being offered an opportunity. On International Women's Day, March 8, 2016, CIBC First Caribbean International Bank launched its inaugural scholarship for a teen mother desirous of pursuing further education at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, CFBC. The scholarship of $2,500 will cover tuition and school supplies for a 2-year period and will be coordinated through the Department of Gender Affairs. The successful candidate should possess the necessary qualifications to progress to the CFBC and will be selected through consultation with high school guidance counselors. The student's progress will be monitored by the Department of Gender Affairs and the CIBC First Caribbean International Bank. Country Manager Diane Francis says CIBC First Caribbean is committed to the continued support of projects and programs that encourage the growth and development of the region's girls as the next wave of leaders across all spheres of society. She noted that it is in that vein that the bank stepped forward to partner with the Department of Gender Affairs to launch a scholarship for an ambitious teen mother who wishes to develop herself further by pursuing tertiary education. 21 persons were awarded in the field of agriculture yesterday, Thursday, March 17th, at the opening ceremony of the 22nd Agriculture Open Day being held at the Villa Grounds in Charlestown. Awards were presented to a number of outstanding agriculturalists for 2015, namely Travis Leach, Crop Farmer of the Year, Donald Daniel for the most throughput at the abattoir, Donford Martin, Livestock Farmer for 2015, Oretius Jones for the most throughput at the abattoir, Deborah Lelouch accepted on his behalf, Wang Nisbet Fisher for 2015, Wilbert Perkins, most throughput at the Fisheries Complex, and Elroy Warner for increased throughput at the abattoir. Outstanding members of staff at the Department of Agriculture for 2015 were also awarded. They were Davin Smithen of the Marketing Division, Kelvin Phillip at the Agro Processing Unit, Brahmanand Hariprasad at the Abattoir, Cardin Watley at the Veterinary Division, Mario Liebert at the Small Farms Equipment Pool Unit, Rhonda Vifres at the Propagation Unit, Jane Greenaway at the Prospect Extension Division, Akulima Hussein at the Indian Castle Extension Division, Ingrid Kishram at the New River Extension Division, Andre Gilalda at the Potworks Extension Division, Tracy Griffin at the Indian Castle Livestock Division, Venrick Newton at the Department of Fisheries, and Kalita Sadler at the Department of Cooperatives. The awardees were named by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture Eric Evelyn, while Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Vance Amory, presented them with their awards. Taiwan's President Ma Ying-jeou met in Belize on Wednesday with government leaders from 4 of Taiwan's diplomatic allies in the Caribbean, all of whom expressed hope that Ma's successor will continue to push bilateral relations with their countries. Ma arrived in Belize on Wednesday on the second stop of his last overseas trip before leaving office in May and met with Belize Prime Minister Dean Barrow. Taiwan elected Tsai Ing-wen its first female president on January 16th. During a bilateral meeting with Ma on Wednesday, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis Dr. Timothy Harris and Minister of Agriculture Eugene Hamilton made a commitment to attend the inauguration in May. Prime Minister Harris told Ma they look forward to witnessing the inauguration of the first woman president, adding that Ma must take some credit for creating an environment in which all women are encouraged. Ma and Barrow later held a roundtable meeting with Harris, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves and St. Lucia Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony. Harris praised the solid and sustainable relations between Taiwan and his country. And that concludes tonight's presentation of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Good night.